Okay, this is a really cool vintage machine. It is a precision automatic zigzag, no real badge on it as in name or manufacturer. It is a green and pearl cream in color, and it's actually pearl paint on the top. It's just straight and zigzag with adjustable stitch length and adjustable stitch width. Feed dog are adjustable, and of course the bobbin winder on the knob there on the end. All metal, 1.5 amp motor. Low shank, uses low shank feet and attachments. 15x1 needles. Comes with a box of goodies there. And needles and bobbins can be purchased anywhere. Even Walmart stocks them. It's a nice running machine. Cosmetically, it's fairly clean. It's got a little bit, tiny bit of paint wear along the top edge and a couple minor dings. But other than that, it's very nice. It's very cool looking. It will fit in any Singer cabinet or carrying case. It shares the same deck dimensions. And or it will just sew on the tabletop as is. Just serviced and ready to go. I'm going to get me another piece of fabric here. Use that one up. And you can do creative embroidery, of course, which is adjusting your stitch length. Adjusting your stitch width while you're stitching. And gotta get the thread through the presser foot or it won't work. Alright, here we go. Nice smooth running machine. Try not to put my hand in front of it there so the video doesn't get blocked. Now of course to do creative embroidery, I'm going to do zigzag first, and you have to lock the zigzag in place if you want to do the zigzag. That's a nice wide zigzag. Now for creative embroidery, what we do is back off the tension a little bit. And this has infinite tension, which means it never really stops, so you can continue to screw it down to get it where you need it, or loosen it up and keep turning. It's infinite. It has no stopping point. So that can be a good thing or a bad thing, especially if your 2-year-old, sits there and screws, and then you sit down to sew and your tension's like all messed up. But anyways, I'm going to adjust my length in a little, and I'm going to loosen up my stitch back to 0. Now it's spring-loaded. It'll go do whatever I want. Now I widen out, narrow, widen, narrow, widen, narrow, widen, narrow. And there's our creative embroidery pattern. Very cool. Make little like scallops. And this is a little bit of a thinner fabric, so I've been trying to back down my tension a little bit. Because before I was sewing on a denim. This is a little more delicate. And like I said, this is all metal. This is 4 layers of denim. Go right through it. Like doing these videos for our machine, so that way you, the buyer, understand exactly what you're getting, and you know that your machine is going to work, and you don't just have to trust pictures. They say pictures are worth 1,000 words, but I think a video is worth 1,000,000 because you know your machine works. Very nice consistent stitch on denim. This is some garment leather. I got 3 layers set up there. I'm using a size 16 needle. The machine should use up to a size 18, and unfortunately I do not have an instruction manual for this model. I've looked on the one website that I often use for under the Super Deluxe Zigzag section. Pulls the leather right through. Now of course if you're going to consistently work with leather or vinyl or other sticky fabric, you might want to invest and an even feed foot, and it's just that. It evenly feeds your fabric under the foot, so that's nice. Now see, I needed to crank back down on my upper tension after working on the more delicate, because I got little tiny loops under there, but that is a tension issue, and I should have just cranked it down. But it makes a nice stitch. Now since I know that, I'm going to crank down a little bit, and this is 4 layers of woven upholstery with a rubber backing. Yes, this is a very tension-sensitive machine. I have learned that little character about it through all the testing that I've done and all the sewing, because I do go through rigorous testing on all of these machines before offering them on here. See, I cranked down and now there's no more loops. There was a tension. You will get these fabric samples also to know that it is this machine. And that once again is the very cool green retro precision automatic sewing machine with a 1.5 amp motor.